No days off is never taking a day off on you. It's a commitment to becoming your best self. So it's something that people can attach to their lives and live it out. I wanted to have a movement rather than a business because I knew if I could build the movement big enough, the money would come. You're up to how many locations now?
30.
30 locations. What I found with Carrot Express is the consistency is like almost 99% of the time you're getting exactly what you got the last time, which is perfection. I think consistency is really everything in life. Like if you're not consistent, you'll never be successful.
Yeah, consistency
It's just the key.
It's key.
Yes, sir. I'm Manning Sumner. I've lived my life by one motto, no days off. No days off is never taking a day off on you. It's a commitment to becoming your best self. Get ready to be inspired to do the same. This is The Big Dogs with Manning Sumner. Awesome. Well, AB, thank you so much for coming and doing this. And you told me before we started this, your first podcast. So I'm excited about that to kind of, pop your cherry in the podcast world. But this is like very surreal for me because I've spent a lot of money at Carrot Express.
Oh, thank you for that.
Because it is so good.
We appreciate you.
And I have notoriously been addicted to the Live wrap. So it is by far one of the most phenomenal wraps I've ever had in my life, and I kid you not.
Top seller.
It is literally so good, and I have been addicted to that. And then there was a period of time where I was addicted to your acai bowls, and just the thing that I've always noticed about Carrot Express is the consistency. You know, a lot of places you start to like and you order from, and then there's inconsistencies. What I found with Carrot Express is the consistency is like almost 99% of the time you're getting exactly what you got the last time, which is, perfection. So let's start by just kind of telling the audience, who you are, how you started, and a little bit about you.
Okay. So my name is Abraham. I go by AB. I'm from Colombia, but I've been in Miami for 30 years. And I've been an entrepreneur all my life. So I started, when I got to Miami, I started in the real estate business for a long time. And I had a real estate company that we grew from scratch for, probably 15 years. Then around 10 years ago, we sold it. And then I was looking for what to do. And one day I received a call from somebody to rent a space, a commercial space, a retail space. And it was Mario, which is my partner today, but at that time was the owner of one little location of Carrot Express, in the first Carrot Express ever.
Okay.
In South Beach. And
I did not know that. So the first Carrot Express was in South Beach.
Yes.
That's where I started too. So what part of South Beach?
So Mario, my partner, he started in 1993 with a company called Gourmet Carrot.
Okay.
His restaurant, a very small restaurant in downtown Miami, near the courthouse.
Okay.
And from there he moved to South Beach, the Gourmet Carrot. He was in West Avenue, on West Avenue, and I think it was like 13th Street.
Oh, no way.
That street.
So I was at Crunch on 13th and Washington in 2001.
What, Crunch?
Yeah, Crunch, the gym. That's where I started like training people.
You started training people there. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I remember that. Crunch.
Yeah.
The big one. With
it's still there today.
3-story building.
Yep.
Yeah,
It was on the top. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was real famous back then. Like, Beyonce, Madonna, like everybody worked out there. It was like the place to be.
It was a place.
Yeah, now it's not so much. But back then it was the place to be.
So, so he started, then he had his relationship and personal things, and one thing led to the other. He had to sell the restaurant. So he sold it, and he opened a new location that it was very big, badly located, and he went broke. and that was around, like 2015.
Okay.
So then he started again as Carrot Express, not the Gourmet Carrot Express, again in South Beach, inside a gas station. The gas station on 17th Street and Alton Road, inside the
No
gas
way.
station.
Okay.
So this is back, I don't know, 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
One day I lived nearby. One day I was in my house. My wife was out. She comes back from the street, and she tells me, "Listen, I was just in at the gas station, and there was, they were selling food, and I was hungry. I ate, and it was fantastic." And I'm like, "Really?" Yeah. So, buzz started getting around South Beach. The food inside the gas station, the food at the Carrot Express inside the gas station, and started getting famous. Past 2 years, now we're in 2000, well, no, past 1 year, 2017. I'm getting out of the real estate business, selling our business, and suddenly one of the locations, one of the brokerage locations, which was a retail office location on Collins and 71st, I put it for rent. And Mario, my partner, the one that started Carrot Express, calls me. I didn't know him, of course. He calls me because he saw the sign of for rent. He calls me, or for lease. He calls me, and we started chatting. He's like, "No, I want to expand Carrot Express and this and that." And I know Carrot Express. Let's talk. So he had a franchisee that he was gonna bring, and I'm like, "Okay, who's the franchisee?" Because I wanted to rent the space to, a good
legitimate
tenant.
person. Right, exactly.
And apparently the franchisee, at the end of the day, he couldn't produce the franchisee. So I told him, "Listen, I know Carrot Express because I live very nearby. Why don't we look into maybe doing a partnership here and do it together?" Well, one thing led to the other, this and that. At the end, we did it. We started growing. And then
that was the second location. So he kept the one in the gas station?
Yes.
Okay. Is that still open today?
No, so one then passed to 17th and Alton Road, and from 17th and Alton Road passed to now it's inside the Sunset Harbor neighborhood.
Yes, that's correct.
That's So that happened like a year ago because we had to finish the lease there. But in the meantime, we grew to 28 locations in South Florida and in New York.
Amazing.
But that was through many years.
Yes. So that's today, where you are today.
Where we are today, yes. Yeah. But we just moved the South Beach location. We just moved it last year.
Okay.
From where it was, 17th and Alton. Because what happened is that we moved from the gas station to the other side of Alton Road.
Okay.
Very hidden, bad location.
Yeah.
But, better than the inside of a gas station.
Right.
And that one stayed there for many years until last year that the lease was finishing and we found something inside the neighborhood of Sunset Harbor.
Which is a great neighborhood, so it fits.
Yeah, no.
I'm actually sad that Icebox is not there anymore, because that was another great place.
Yes.
Are y'all...
To your point before,
yeah,
they weren't consistent.
There you go. Yeah, so I don't... Did I say that on air? Yes, I did. I hope so. Well, let me ask you this. What was it about Mario? Because I always find it interesting about like when you decide to partner with people, because I would say, partnerships are not easy, right? So what was it about him, other than the food that your wife and yourself experienced? What was it about him that you were like, I want to do business with this guy?
So basically, when he called me, we started talking about many things, and this was like for a couple of months. We were talking back and forth, and we were having a lot of long conversations on the phone, and I don't know, we clicked, but we didn't become partners immediately. We opened one location between the two of us because I had the space and I needed to rent the space, and I liked the concept a lot. So in the beginning, I wasn't thinking of partnering and growing Curating
Okay,
Culture. I was
okay.
thinking
So in the
of
beginning, it was more like a landlord-tenant relationship, a little bit.
a little bit like that, but also, yes.
Yeah.
But also, I was becoming a partner in the business, but one restaurant.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was one restaurant, that location.
Yeah.
Him and I, because he wanted a partner for that location, and he really wanted a franchisee.
Yeah. Right.
But
Now,
at the end,
had he already franchised?
no,
Like
no,
in
no,
terms of like
no.
an FDD and the whole franchise model?
No.
Okay.
Now we have that, but
Now you have it. Okay.
Yeah, but we only have one franchisee.
Okay.
But back then, no, he didn't have any.
Yeah.
He had a gas station.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah.
And what clicked? So then, when we began being partners, then we met really.
Yeah.
And then we decided, okay,
Yeah. They say you don't.
let's get married.
There you go. I was about to say that you don't know people until you live with them, work with them, or travel with them, right?
Correct.
So once you started working with them, then you get to know them, and then you're like, okay, I want to continue this relationship.
That's
So so now you have 2017, you have the gas station, you have your facility, your location. When did y'all think it's time to expand again?
very soon, because we opened 71st and Collins, and that started really going really well. And so then we said, okay, let's start expanding. So we went Aventura, Coral Gables, Midtown actually was before that, and we started expanding. One was doing better than the other one, and it was really good times.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, because back then the expenses were much less.
Right. Yes. Even from the gym business, I completely agree with you. Yeah.
And we didn't have that problem of we have to increase prices because the expenses are really creeping up and we have to increase prices. We didn't have those problems. The problems were that we were selling a lot. We had little expenses and we were making very good money. So we were always looking for the next one, then the next one.
Right.
We're still, but it's different today. Today is much more difficult, much more competition. Mm-hmm. So
when did you get to the point where you're like, okay, I want to try this in another state. I want to bring this to New York.
Okay, so the in 2020 when we had when COVID hit, we were so scared because we had that back then. We had, I think, like 5 locations, and when it hit, we were like, "What are we gonna do? We're gonna go broke."
Right.
But on the contrary, sales started booming
because of online, right? Like the Postmates, right, or the Uber Eats, and yeah.
What happened when Uber Eats came alive? A lot of restaurateurs said, no, I'm not doing Uber Eats because they're taking a big chunk of our revenue and we can't afford that. It's crazy. We said, no, let's do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they're going to take a big chunk of our revenue. This is the next thing.
Yep.
We have to get into it. So we got in very early.
So you got in before the pandemic.
Before the pandemic.
So it actually benefited you.
When the pandemic hit,
through the roof.
Through the roof.
Yep.
Through the roof.
Yeah, I did a podcast. Well, no, I don't think I've done a podcast with Fireman Derek. So I know the owner of Fireman Derek's, and he said the same thing. He was like, that was actually one of their most profitable years, is because people were sitting at home and they would just order cakes after cakes after cakes.
It's for sure one of our profitable years.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the gym business was different. We got crushed.
I'm sure.
Oh my God, we got crushed.
You don't have online.
Oh. Yeah, there was no. Everybody went to Peloton.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And now you see Peloton dying. So, it's interesting, right? But I always say, like, never make. So one thing that I've saw a lot of businesses do is they made these permanent decisions in a temporary season. So a lot of people panicked during that time and switched their entire business model. And then it was over in, 6 months to a year. And then what are you going to do? So that was something that I didn't do. I actually just held on.
How many gyms did you have then? Back then?
So at the time I had 3 open and 3 under construction.
Oh my God.
So it was super challenging because construction workers couldn't get COVID, remember?
Exactly. Yes.
So it was,
I do remember
that? It was very weird. It was like, okay, we can't work out, but construction workers can go to work every day. So it was like my revenue stopped, but my construction continued. So it was literally like living a nightmare. And it was like having to figure out how I'm going to keep it going. And I did figure it out. And I actually kept all my staff. And then when we reopened, so we were shut down March 17th, 2020. I'll never forget.
Well, did you go online and started getting all the emergency loans?
I was so, and this is what a lot of my partners at the time were like very impressed with. I was so organized that I was one of the first people to get the EIDL loan. I got it in like 2 weeks. And it was because I had all my shit together. Like I had all my numbers and P&Ls and balance sheets and tax records. And so I literally just boop, 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 attach, send it off. And then in 2 weeks I got my money. So
that's great.
So it was just, being prepared and being responsible in that fashion. And it was crazy because we were shut down March 17th, 2020. And then I think we reopened, if my memory serves me right, it was July 8th or it might have been August 8th. It was something like that around there. March, April, May. Yeah, it was like June 8th or something. They reopened us. And I reopened with 6 locations. So they closed us down with 3 and I reopened with 6. So it actually, off the back end of it, we were able to come out of it, in a positive way. But I always tell people that 2021 was actually a tougher year for me than 2020 because of like everything I did to keep it alive in 2020. I kind of suffered in 2021, and then 2022 was a way better year. So it was, for everyone.
Well,
it was
difficult times.
Yeah, it was just difficult times. But I think it says a lot for the people that survived it. It says a lot about leadership and organizations and quality and staff and ownership. And, if you were able to come out on the other side, it says a lot about your business.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me ask you this. So what is your role in all of this? Like,
So back then when we started with Mario, well, I'll go back to that one, but because I didn't finish the New York.
Oh, I'm sorry.
part.
Yes.
Because you asked me about New York.
Yes, New York. When did you decide to go to New York?
So we decided to go to New York in the pandemic. So in 2021, during the pandemic.
Like an online only version?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, my
because New York was a mess during the pandemic.
Yes, my lawyer called me.
Okay.
Because it was a mess.
Okay.
New York. My lawyer called me, which same lawyer today, same lawyer back then. He was actually the principal, one of the principals and founders of this sandwich. Before Subway.
Jimmy John's.
No. Before Subway, there was another brand.
Before Subway.
I can't forget. I forgot the name.
I'm trying to think too. I'm really good at this. It's like a Jeopardy question. No, that's Jimmy John's. That was after Subway.
Yeah. No, this is before Subway.
Okay.
The one that was the most known one. He had 3,000 locations.
Google it.
He had 3,000 locations.
Really?
Yes. And then he went public. He sold it.
Okay.
And then he's here in Miami, and he's a lawyer for several different brands and different, but very selective.
Okay. He's here in Miami.
He's here in Miami.
Oh, you gotta introduce me to him.
Yeah,
He'd be a great person.
His name is David Siegel.
Okay. My business partner is named Adam Siegel. I wonder if they're married.
Oh, really? So he called me, and he said, "Listen, I think you should go to New York." I'm like, because we have spoken about going to New York. I was always.
Did you tell him you're crazy? Because at the time,
I told him you're crazy.
Yeah, you're crazy.
He said, no. Huh? No. I'll remember a little bit later in the conversation. And he told me, no, you should go to New York now. And I'm like, why now? Because you're gonna find great leases. And I'm like, okay, let's see. And we started searching, and in 2021, we signed a lease. I think we opened at the end of 21. I want
Did
to say.
you-
No,
did
in,
you,
in 2020, and we opened in 21.
Did you take over a restaurant that failed?
Yes, we took over a restaurant.
So you kind of took advantage of that.
In the Flatiron District.
Okay.
Yes, 23rd and 5th.
All right. I like that area too. It's nice.
Very good.
Yeah.
Just in front of Italy.
Yeah.
Just in front. That's where the Carrot Express is.
Oh, amazing. Is that the only one in New York?
No, right now we have 3. We're opening a 4th one on Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. And we just signed 3 more leases.
Amazing.
Just now in New York. Because South Florida, we stopped growing.
Okay.
Well, we're opening 2 more in South Florida, one in Brickell, another one, a second one, and one in Hialeah Gardens.
Interesting.
Yeah, Hialeah Gardens.
All right.
One of the spots that because in South Florida, we have 26 locations.
Yeah.
So
That's a lot.
that's a lot.
Yes.
So, I mean, you have to really look at where, because if not, you're going to cannibalize.
Yeah.
And cannibalization could be tricky.
Yep. Who, well, no, I think you're about to tell me this. So now, what is your role in all of
Okay,
this?
so
Yes.
my role. So I'm the CEO.
Okay.
And when we partnered with Mario wasn't a business guy. He's a chef.
Okay.
He's an executive chef, and now he's a business guy. 8 years later,
Right.
with
He's
me.
learned everything from you. So there you go.
A lot, not everything.
Yeah.
I'm still learning.
Are you a chef now too?
I'm becoming.
Right? Yeah, kind of swap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning about food. He's learning about business.
Exactly.
And since the beginning, he relied on me on all of these decisions. He really, we had a very, very good relationship where he really trusted my judgment, and I trusted his judgment in food. I wouldn't get involved. Today I get involved in the menus, and he get involved in
The business.
In the
right.
business.
Right.
But back then, I wouldn't get involved in the menus or anything that has to do with the kitchens or anything like that, and he wouldn't get involved in business decisions. I was making them all, of course, with
His approval. Right.
approval,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah.
But
But it
that's
says a
how-
lot.
that's
Yeah, I'll
how-
tell you, it says a lot though that he y'all. Again, it just goes back to like a lot of people get in business with people, and it just like is like this, So it's really cool that y'all were able to grow and kind of let each other use your strengths,
Exactly. That's it. That's the important part of partnership.
Right. You got to know your strengths and then know your weaknesses. So.
And let the other one do whatever
Right.
they do.
Like you're not coming to him and going, "Hey, we need this bacon egg sandwich." Like,
That's actually a very important part in leadership.
Yes, sir.
Let people do what they know how to do. Don't
Yep.
get involved.
Right.
Let them.
Yep.
So-
I agree with that. Definitely. It only helps you.
It only helps.
It only helps you.
Exactly.
So-
Why are you gonna get in every decision?
Right.
People make their decisions.
Yeah.
That's how businesses flourish.
Agree. And today, it's mostly the same. It's mostly like identifying locations, identifying when to grow, managing the money and all that.
Yes,
it's
all on me.
All right.
And he's in charge of culinary, and he gets a lot involved in the operations of the restaurants. Of course, we have a big team today. You have to, when you were talking about consistency, that requires a big team.
Yes.
That's not.
How many employees do y'all have?
So right now, I want to say I don't even know, but we're over.
Too many, right?
We're over 400.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, and in the back office we have probably like 40.
Okay.
In the back office, between administrative and accounting, and then in operations we have regional managers, we have people in New York. So you have to. The employees of the restaurants are the employees of the restaurants. You have to have certain amount of employees to be able to operate.
Mm-hmm.
And if sales are better, then you have to make sure that you have the right amount of people so that you can operate well and not have service problems or things like that. So that's that. But then the back office, you have to be really careful with the back office, because if you grow the back office too much, it can become a problem.
Right.
So, but also you have to have enough people in the back office to be able to maintain the consistency.
Right.
Because each restaurant on its own, they're not going to maintain consistency. Even if you have good managers, you can go to one restaurant and then the other one, and they're different. This one is terrible. This one is good. You can't have that. For that, you need the back
Absolutely
office.
not. Especially when you have that strong name.
Exactly.
Because a bad experience at one can affect the others.
It will affect
exactly.
the others.
100%, definitely. I'm dealing with that now. Like it's like you got to operate as one.
In terms of
The different locations
of service.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like when you have 8, so we have 7 locations open. One we're about to open in Nashville, and in our situation is a little bit different because all the locations are a little bit different, like in their own ways. I'm assuming Carrot Express is pretty much the same model, right? There's no, like, as far as the size, the shape, it's pretty much cut and paste, right?
Pretty much.
Did y'all have, like, did you develop like systems and procedures, like in a training manual, like something that like this is how we answer the phone, this is how we cut the chicken, like do you have all that?
We've been developing that throughout the years.
Yeah.
A lot of software that we use, and then it doesn't work well. So there's another software, change of software, which is
a nightmare.
Nightmare.
So we just did that, and it's our 3rd time to do it. So our CRM and POS, holy cow, it's an undertaking.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I can't even imagine like when like a hospital changes their systems or their software. You know what I mean? Like it's because we're small potatoes considering. But it is, like you said, it is tough. It is tough.
That's why you go to Starbucks and they have the same POS system as 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a problem for them because I've read about it.
Yeah.
But imagine that undertaking.
No.
Of changing
Oh
the
my God,
Starbucks POS.
I can't even fathom it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did y'all start your own app? Because I noticed that recently.
the app-
I didn't know y'all had one until actually we started talking about the waters and stuff. So
no. We have had the app probably for 4 years.
where have I been?
4 years maybe.
sorry about that.
No.
I'm a Postmates guy.
Where are we that you don't know about it?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's more of our problem than yours. It's really our problem.
But actually, I'll tell you this. Now actually I know why I haven't used your app. Because on the Postmates app, I'm able to add double chicken. And on your app, I'm not. That's why I use Postmates.
Oh, wow.
So y'all are losing money because you got to get these guys that like the double chicken.
Not Postmates.
No?
Uber Eats.
Well, I think they're the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the same thing. Yeah. So
Uh,
you gotta let me do my double chicken, man.
No, you should. Let me. I'm gonna.
Now you're gonna check into it.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you're leaving money on the table. Those add-ons, they add up.
No, and our clients or customers using our app. Yes, the third parties are important and all of this, but we want our customers using our apps.
Yeah.
Of course, and our app also has. You have your points, your loyalty points.
Okay.
And we do have promotion there where you have buy one get one free, things like that in our app as well. So but it's not easy to compete with the third parties in the online world.
Yeah.
Not easy.
No, I'm sure. Yep. So tell me a little bit about you have a massive organization. You're up to 20 how many locations now?
30.
30 locations, over almost 500
We're
employees.
opening the 30th on Sunday.
On Sunday. Where? Which
in
one?
New York.
The New York.
In New York, in Brookfield Place. Brookfield Place is downtown Manhattan.
On Sunday.
On Sunday.
All right.
We
Congratulations.
believe it's gonna be the best in the chain, hopefully.
Yeah?
Thank you. Yeah.
New York, it's like, man, it's to me, I've always wanted to be in New York when it comes to business, because it's like, how do you go wrong? There's so many people. You know what I mean? It's like
But you know what? Yes, and I agree with that.
You know?
It was my dream as well.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it happened.
Right.
But Having said that, you have a lot of people, a lot of density, but you also have a lot of competition.
Yes.
So it's,
Yeah. But I think I see competition as if you are better than your competition, it's not really competition. You know what I mean? Like it's like, you could have a gym on every single corner, but if you do it better than them, eventually you're going to get
competition drives you to do better. as
exactly.
well.
I mean, I think you need competition because it keeps you on your toes.
Absolutely.
And make sure that you're always constantly improving your systems, your procedures, your customer service, everything. So that kind of rolls into my next thing. With such a big organization, what do you feel like has been, as the CEO, as the leader, as the person at the top, like how have you maintained such great consistency throughout this process? In terms of people, food, profitability, like everything, because it's a big task.
One word.
Tell me.
Culture.
Culture. Love that.
Yes.
Love that. And then how do you so I agree with that because we're a big believer in that too. But how do you maintain that? Like what has been your secret sauce to maintain the good culture or great culture?
Okay. To manage it constantly. What does that mean? Having your mission very, very clear, having your values very clear, having tools to manage to manage culture very clear. Let's say we have one of the things we have is in the tools. The tools are the mission is a tool, the values are a tool.
Because that gives clarity.
It gives clarity. It puts everybody in the same page. And if you talk constantly about it, and if you use the tools to manage culture, then everybody's in the same page all the time. What do I mean by that? Let's say our mission is to help people with a healthy lifestyle through food, through healthy and delicious food. It's not exactly like that.
I totally understand what you're saying. Yes.
I'm paraphrasing,
Yes.
but that's
providing healthy food to maintain healthy culture. Healthy community.
lifestyle.
Yeah, lifestyle.
A
Yes.
healthy lifestyle.
Yes, sir.
With people that really love what they do. So so that's the mission. So when I talk, we have a monthly meeting with all of our managers and assistant managers. If they're in New York, they connect online. If they're here, we do it in a big room where we always talk about culture, and we talk about what's our mission, why our mission is important. Then we talk about our values. So this morning we had that meeting.
Okay.
So our values are teamwork. Why is it important, teamwork? Another one is belonging to the community, not only belonging. So belonging to the community means somebody comes into our business. Somebody is having we have a customer that comes every day. Mm-hmm. You should know that person by name. You should know if they have kids. There's a relationship that you have to. So that's belonging, and we talk about belonging, and we talk how important it is. Then, basically, what we do is we really push culture through the tools that I was telling you.
Yeah.
Values, mission. Then we have, let's say, we have another tool called karma. So karma. What's our karma? So
what you give, you get.
So what's our karma? Karma is destiny.
Okay.
No, karma is your destiny, basically. Yeah. So what's our destiny or karma is excellence. So we talk about excellence and trying to get to excellence, and you never get to excellence because you always have to strive to get to excellence.
Yep.
Then you have the mantras. We have 3 mantras. Never stop learning. It's one of our mantras. Another of our mantras is guest obsessed. Listen, and we go and we talk about this all the time. We use these tools to talk to the employees all the time
All the
about
time.
this and recognize with it. Another one of our values is obsessed about cleanliness.
Oh, that's so we have our 7 C's, and cleanliness is one of them. So
Yeah, your 7 C's.
yeah, so we have 7 C's: customer service, cleanliness.
So you're managing. That's a tool to
Yes,
manage
of
your
course.
culture.
Exactly.
And
And
that-
it's a constant, right?
And
Because
it's-
as a CEO, what I feel is like we're really CROs, chief reminding officers.
That is true.
That's what we're
That's
doing
true.
constantly, of reminding from our managers down to our front desk, down to our janitors, of remind them of why we want them to do certain way. The way
And
we
you know
wanna do
what? And you know what is important as well as you remind them. Another R, recognition.
it. Yes.
So
Yes.
we're big believers on recognition, but recognition on what? Recognition on your values, recognition on your mission, recognition. If they do something about your values, you recognize.
Yes.
So another value of ours is always fresh and delicious food. What does that mean? It has to be fresh. So you see something that is not fresh,
Get rid
out.
of it. Yep. Get rid of it.
Delicious, follow the recipes. Follow the recipes.
Yep.
And we repeat and we recognize that. So it's important to recognize, because recognition makes you want to do it again and want to do it better.
Right.
So
When people feel
it's about
appreciated,
they
do more for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about what you said. Not recognizing, but repeating.
yes.
So it's repeating and recognizing, they go hand by hand. And by repeating, as you were saying, that's the way you get the consistency.
Amazing.
And through culture.
Yeah.
Through culture.
Yeah. What if, through these years of doing this, so how long have y'all been, so 2017 till today, is that right? Or maybe even a little bit earlier,
Yeah,
right?
2017 till today.
Yeah, so-
it's where I've been involved.
Okay.
Mario started in 93.
Right, exactly. But through that process, like, give me one of your stories that is just like, it was like, give me a firestorm. Give me something you had to put out, something where you had to not panic but pivot. Give me something that you had to handle and figure out. Like, does something pop in your mind?
Something that was challenging.
Yeah, like something that was like, an obstacle, a setback, something that you had to address in order to come on the other side of it successfully.
Okay, let's say when we were under construction, at one point we had so many units under construction with not much money. So I was looking because we went and we started signing leases like madmen.
Yeah.
And of course, and we were growing with our profits. We didn't go and got investors and raised money. We were doing.
Is this all about profits? Or have y'all gotten investors since?
Lately, we've gotten
Lately,
some investors,
yeah.
but very limited.
Okay.
The big growth was with profits. Reinvesting. And at one point, as I was telling you, we had so many leases underway and we had so many construction sites and we had no money. So I had to find a way to either an investor or a bank.
Right. Bridge that gap. Yep.
And finding the bank and finding the money from the bank and going to the bank, and a bank, it's the most difficult money.
Yes.
You know that.
Yes.
So
They ask you for your whole life, and then some, and then some,
and then some, and then if in a restaurant, they don't like
no,
restaurants. too
restaurants
much.
or gyms. They hate gyms. Trust
Yeah,
me.
and restaurants as well.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I was talking to one of my friends. I told him, "Listen, I don't know what to do. I'm looking for money." He said, "Let me introduce you to my bank. It's a regional bank. It's City National Bank."
Okay. Yeah.
And he introduced me, and I started talking to them. Fortunately, the guy that was taking care of me, he was one of her clients, so that helped. And we managed to find the money to keep on growing. But it was a point where I was saying, I don't know what we're gonna do. We have a very successful business,
Yep.
but this is draining us,
Right.
because everything is going there, and there's no more profits to put, because we had, I don't know, like 5 units opened and like 10 under construction.
Right.
We went crazy.
That's a tough place to be.
Yeah. And fortunately we found the money, and
Amazing.
it helped us continue growth.
Yeah. And then from
How about you?
there's too many to tell. I would say probably my my story that I've told several times. People are probably tired of me hearing it, but so I opened up my first location November 2008. December 2009, I'm sitting in the gym underwater. It flooded, like 4 feet of water was
Wow.
covered the entire gym, and I'm sitting on a plyo box, and my feet.
Where was it? In
Wynwood. In Woodwood.
You still have that one?
No, so I moved that one. It's a gym to this day because I was there for 13 years, and then during the pandemic, I made a decision because I saw that everybody would be scared during the pandemic, and so I decided to grow in the pandemic. So I found a new facility to move to upgrade our situation so that we would open in 2021 in a brand new facility. So get us out of the no AC warehouse and go into a beautiful new retail space. So that's what I did, during that time. Everybody thought I was crazy, but it's working now. So
It's a little bit crazy.
yeah, it was. But I didn't even have the money either. I just figured it out. But to flash back to my very first facility, very first year, and I'm sitting there, the place is flooded, and my feet are dangling in the water, and I'm in the hole, like 88 grand. Like it was a disaster. I couldn't find anybody to help me. It was a nightmare. And I remember like crying for like 30 seconds, like just a little bit. And then just kind of saying to myself, not today, like this is not how I'm going out. And I remember grabbing a bucket and a mop, and I literally got all the water out. I rearranged the gym, and then I started cold calling people. And I literally sold $38,000 of personal training by cold calling that day.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then headed into the next year with a little bit of momentum and kept the doors open, and then, kept building.
Wow.
So that was one of the ones that, felt like something. And then this location.
There's no entrepreneur that doesn't go through a
Exactly.
lot of, oh my
no,
God.
I mean, there's so much, and that was my other question was, how has the turnover been? Like when you're dealing with the size of Carrot Express, and how has the people been? Like, has it been a lot of turnover, like people coming and going, or do you have people that's been with you from the beginning? Like, like how has that been? Because that's been a tough part of my business. Yes. Is that when you grow, a lot of people don't like that. Like a lot of people like it when it was 2 locations. A lot of people like it when it was 1 location. A lot of people like it when they were seen as the 4th employee. But then when you start having 80 employees, or in your case 400, some people just don't like that growth. Others embrace it, but I've found, and through my process, that it's not for everybody. But it's hard. It's hard on us because we love the people that work for us. At least that's how I am. And so how's that been for you?
So again, that's culture.
Yeah.
That's culture. If you are on top of your culture, managing your culture, and making sure that everybody's on the same page, that everybody thinks alike, because at the end, when you start managing culture and everybody feels part of it, then you bring people same-minded.
Yeah.
So, you attract that kind of people, and the people that are not like that, they start leaving.
They jump ship on their own. Yeah.
Basically on their own.
Right. Yeah.
So maybe if you're managing culture well and people are leaving, maybe they're meant to leave.
Oh, of course. No.
And the people that stay are gonna bring same-minded people that are gonna work as a team and work together. So yes, of course we have a turnover. Of course we have.
Right.
But I can tell you that in the back office, very little turnover in the
Yeah.
back office.
Right.
In the restaurants, it's much more difficult. But again, we have a lot less than a lot of other restaurants or chains. A lot less.
Yeah.
But we do, of course, we do have, because in the restaurants it's much more difficult. You have people that come, they don't even know what they're doing, what they want to do with their lives,
Right.
and
Right, because you have a
they
lot of
stay
like,
for
young
a-
people, especially when it comes to
Exactly.
like servers and front, the
Correct.
receptionists and things like that.
Exactly. They don't really know if they want to stay here or they want to go there.
Yeah. Right. They don't ever know what they want to do, especially if they're in their 20s.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what happens. So
Yes,
it's
sir.
not easy to have the whole company without turnover.
Yeah.
But you reduce the turnover a lot with culture.
I agree.
By managing culture.
Right. I agree. So tell me a little bit about outside of work. What is AB? What is your life like?
So I have my wife
Yes.
for 25 years,
Amazing.
and I have a little daughter, 10-year-old daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know. I like to travel, and I have friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live in Miami for 30 years, so you know how life is here.
Yeah. It's the best. And it's changed a lot. What do you think about the growth of Miami?
You know, you think back and you're like, it was so nice when it was, not a sleepy town. It's never been a sleepy. Well, it was maybe 30 years ago.
Yeah, exactly right.
But I think it's nice and good for business. But also, there's a little bit of, I miss the old days of Miami. You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
How about you?
I feel the same. I think for business, it's obviously good. Even from a perspective of people flocking here and meeting new people and stuff like that. I love meeting new people and new people from different places. And I think Miami's always been that way. But I agree with you. I think, like, for me, I remember that 2003, 2004 Miami just felt way different than it is today. Like it was just, but then also I was younger then too. So I was
Yes.
living a little bit differently as well. So I think
same as
that
me.
comes, that says a lot too. But I love Miami though. I think if you're in business in Miami, if you have your tribe in Miami, then it's one of the best cities in the world. I mean, I've been traveling a lot lately for the beverage company, and I mean, Miami's by far, you're gonna see the most beautiful people in the world. Like, it's obvious. Like, especially when you're in like middle America and other places. Like, there's nothing like Miami when it comes to just meeting, good people. So I love that aspect. And yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So how did the water come along? We're
Yeah,
talking
so-
about the gyms.
Yes. So I started, like I said, I started the gyms in November 2008, and then I opened up my second location in 2017 in Coral Gables, and then Kendall was in 2019, and then Pembroke Pines, Fort Lauderdale were 2020, and then moved Wynwood from a no AC warehouse in 2020 to a brand new facility in 2021. That was the OG location. So that's been open for 17 years. We have over 500 members. It's just a phenomenal community. And then AJ Capital walked into my facility 2 days after I opened in Wynwood, the new one, in April, and said, we want you to come to this new development that we're doing in Little River. We're doing a $1 billion development in 38 acres in Little River. We want you to be the anchor fitness tenant. And so they brought me over here, and as soon as I walked in, it was a disgusting, no windows, empty warehouse that had a basketball court in it. And I walked in, and I was like, oh, this is it. I was like, I saw it, and I was like, I can do something special here. So ended up working through that deal. Took us like a year to get from the time I signed the LOI to the time I signed the lease, it took a year. You know how those things can
Yes,
be.
yes, of course.
Yeah, those things can be.
Because you have to be very careful.
You have to be. And I've learned so much, because you can if you sign a bad lease, it's a long journey. I've got a couple of facilities that have like shitty landlords and shitty leases, and it's tough. It's really tough.
Signing the lease, I agree with that. I remember the name of the of
what's it? The sandwich place?
Blimpie.
Oh, Blimpie. Oh my God, I can't believe we both forgot Blimpies. Blimpies was like, that was the place.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember Blimpies. Okay. That's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah. But yeah, so then, I opened this place, and then, as far as the Waters goes, what happened was Adam Siegel and I, we were trying to find new investors for the gyms.
So when did you start your partnership with
Adam? He put in a little bit of money in 2016 to help me open up Coral Gables. And it was just a small, like, little convertible note, nothing big. I think he invested like $50,000. It was just small. It was just like, hey, I like what you're doing. Try this. And then in 2020, he invested more because he saw what I did of like getting out. 2021, because he saw how I made it through the pandemic and how I grew and everything that I did. And I like the Coral Gables location that he invested in. It was a prior gym. And it was called Iron Tribe. It was like kind of like a CrossFit. And for 3.5 years, they never had more than 110 members. And in 4 months, we had over 400 members.
Wow.
And that's always been like, and my brother moved down here with his whole family to run that location. And my brother is amazing. And so it just has always been one of our best locations. And it's a great area. I mean, today it's like the Beverly Hills of Miami. So Coral Gables is just a phenomenal spot.
So how did you grow with Adam was investing the money, or?
No, it was through profits for sure. Yeah,
Profits.
definitely through profits. And then in 2021, he invested to help me open up the new Wynwood location. And then that's where it was a little bit more investment. And then we were trying to get more investors to help us grow. And he introduced me to a man named William Mafood, who owns Wasinco. It's the largest food and beverage distribution company in the English-speaking Caribbean and Jamaica. So he's Jamaican. And so we did, several dinners and showing the gym and stuff. And he was like, look, I love your brand. I love the Pitbull. I love No Days Off, but I'm not really a gym guy. I'm a beverage guy. Have you ever thought about doing your own beverages? And I was like, yes. And so we opened up our own beverage company.
Wow.
And then we sought after to disrupt the premium water space.
I mean, you got into a very big undertaking.
Yes. No, definitely.
It's a little bit crazy.
It's wild. It's wild, but it's fun, and it's I feel like it's like playing chess every day. And the key is your distributor partners and your inventory and your logistics, and there's a lot involved, but I have a phenomenal team around me, and we are absolutely crushing it. Like, we're doing really, really well. We launched with Reyes Holdings, which is the largest beer distributor in the country. And so we launched with them here with Gold Coast, their subsidiary, and we opened up like 1,000 accounts the first like 90 days. And then we made a lot of noise, so then they opened up Tennessee for us. And then recently they just opened up Maryland, Virginia, South Carolina, and D.C. And then we're about to open up Georgia and North Carolina. And we're also in Alabama with Alabev, another distributor. So it's been a fun ride. So yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah, we're also a top 10 seller on Amazon.
But why?
So I think it's twofold. I think when I was set out to do this, I always said to myself, I had to have something that went beyond the gym walls, beyond a product, beyond a piece of apparel, beyond something that people consume. I wanted something that people could take with them forever. And so what that is No Days Off. So No Days Off is never taking a day off on you. It's a commitment to becoming your best self. So it's something that people can attach to their lives and live it out. And so that's, I wanted to have a movement rather than a business, because I knew if I could build the movement big enough that the money would come. And so that's what I feel like I've done. And then the movement can only take you so far if you don't have a good product. And so it took us 1.5 years to develop what's in this can. And it's a 7-step reverse osmosis process that takes it down to the 1 micron. We hit it with ultraviolet light, ozone, tonal pasteurization. So we're absolutely stripping all the impurities out of it. And one of the cool, fun facts is that we're one of the few water companies that the co-packer absolutely shuts down the entire facility, like a 250,000 square foot facility, just for us to make sure that nothing else gets into the water. Because most co-packers, you're mixing, you're doing energy drinks, alcohol, fruit juices, and all this stuff. And even though they have strong, cleaning protocols and all this stuff, you still sometimes get like stuff in the water. And that's why most waters have like a weird aftertaste and don't taste that good.
Well, let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
So Pablo calls me. He's like, well, the water, I'm like, what water? You're crazy. We have Pana water. We don't need more water. So he's like, no, but these guys, and he started telling me about the podcast and the movement, and I'm like, okay, Pablo, let me see. So
And wait, who's Pablo?
Pablo is the guy that did the connection with you guys.
Okay, all right. Like the head of,
guy.
he's y'all PR guy kind of?
He's a VP, one of our VPs, I don't know. They put their titles, I don't even know.
Yeah, I know, I'm the same way. I'm like, you can call yourself whatever you want to.
But he's in charge of catering, and he's in charge of hospitality.
Okay. We've probably done a lot of events together, I can imagine. So, because we use y'all all the time for our events. So.
Okay, so and he's in charge of partnerships as well.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. So we've partnered, Legacy, the gyms have partnered with Carrot Express for years.
I'm sure.
We've done we'll do our classes and then everybody gets to eat Carrot Express afterwards.
Yes,
yeah, we've done that.
We do it with so many gyms that I don't even know the names. Now I know Legacy very well.
Yes, good.
But the water, I told him, no more waters. I mean, we have Pana.
Right, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I had the water in my office there. So one day I'm going out of the office. In our office, or back office, most people or everybody works either from home or they go to the restaurants. And when we have meetings, they come to the office. But a lot of the time, I'm alone in my office.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
Right.
So I was getting out of the office. I see the waters. I was thirsty. I see the water. I open the water. I have the water. I'm like, wow. I really liked it. I was impressed with I couldn't believe that I was gonna taste something better water.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah. But really, because for me the best water that I have tasted is Fiji.
We replaced Fiji and Perrier in the Kaseya Center because we're the official premium water of the Miami Heat. So we replaced Fiji and Perrier in the entire arena. And the first year we outsold Fiji 3x. And in the second year we outsold Fiji 6x.
Why?
I believe if you're sitting courtside, right? Like let's say you're sitting courtside.
I move these together?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you can move.
Okay.
If you're sitting courtside and you're holding this, right? And people are seeing it, then it's going to create curiosity. It's going to create a sense of FOMO. People are going to be like, "What is that?" And so then they're likely to want to try it. If someone's sitting courtside and they're holding a Fiji bottle, no one's going to be like, "Oh, I want a Fiji," because there's nothing sexy about Fiji. Like Fiji is just Fiji. And when we set out to do this, my goal from the very start is I don't half-ass anything. And also if I'm gonna put my name on something, then it better be the best damn thing out there. So when I tell you it took us 2 years to make this water, like water is very hard to make, like really hard to make. And we're also living in a different world today. So where does Fiji get their water? They get it from natural sources. And unfortunately, Fiji and Perrier and a lot of these natural sources have had a lot of recalls because of us humans. We're polluting the world, right? So I think that we're heading into a situation where there's going to have to be some process on water and the source because of how bad we've polluted the earth, that you're going to have to test it and strip it and get the bad stuff out of it because of the PFAS and the microplastics and the contaminants, the mercury and the fluoride and whatever. Like you can name a bunch of bad stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be consuming something that has bad stuff in it. So it's our mission is to make sure that there's no impurities And then also the electrolytes that go back in the water. That's like an experiment, and we did the experiment for years. We hired water sommeliers, and it's calcium, magnesium, and potassium, but it's a certain level that you have to have for the function, hydration, but most importantly, that taste. And so when our water, what I tell everybody is that it's a soft mouthfeel with no aftertaste. So it goes down nice and smooth, and then when you finish drinking it, you don't have that like if you ever drink like Dasani or Aquafina or Zephyr Hill, that stuff, when you get done drinking it, it's like ugh.
On the first sip.
Oh, it's just gross.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's something that was very important to me. And then also, there's a stigmatism with water in a can that it's going to have a metal taste. And that is absolutely not the case at all for us.
On the contrary.
Yes.
Plastic is going to have an aftertaste.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I had the water, and I immediately called Pablo. I told him, okay, you're okay to go with
Oh, that's amazing, man. That's so nice to hear. I love it. That's like a mic drop moment for me. Like, man, I really appreciate it. So I do have one more question though. So these are just fun questions. So a little rapid fire. If I got in your car right now, what would you be listening to?
Oh, goodness.
Right now.
A podcast.
Okay. Awesome. Wait, anyone particular?
Honesty is called Honesty.
The Honesty Podcast?
Yeah, Honesty. You know that podcast, Honesty?
No, I don't, but I'll definitely check it out.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. They have a lot of different episodes. It's really...
Oh, Amanda Knox, yeah. That's very cool. Okay, I'll definitely check it out.
It's
And now you can add the big dogs to your playlist too.
and okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I will.
You would really enjoy. I did one with La Tropical owner.
La Tropical.
Yes,
yeah.
and
Okay.
you would like that one. It's really good. His story is really cool. Coming over from Cuba and doing that, so it was really cool. But we have a lot of like business owners. I mean, this was intended to be an entrepreneurial, business owners, leaders, athletes, people that influence other people podcast. So this was great. And then my second question, if you had one book to recommend to someone, what would it be?
One book to recommend. Lately, I've been reading. I read Golda Meir's story.
Okay.
Golda Meir, who she is?
Yeah.
I just read that one, the autobiography.
Yeah.
A lot of business books. The last one All In. There's one called All In about culture.
Yep.
Yeah,
All In. That's a really good one. Yeah.
I read a lot, so I can't really remember one that lately has. All In is the one but I read it like a few years ago.
It's okay.
Several years ago. And the one that I'm telling you, I just read it, the one of Golda Meir, very interesting. And I think,
That's great. Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much. And like I said,
thank you. How about you? Tell me one book.
So the 48 Laws of Power.
48 Laws of Power
is like tremendous. Robert Greene. A lot of his books are amazing. Yeah. And then like the OG books that I've read, like Think and Grow Rich.
I read that one
so
too.
Good.
Very good. Very good.
The Monk That Sold His Ferrari.
Also read that
So
one.
good.
Yeah.
5 a.m. All of Robin Sharma's book are phenomenal. John C. Maxwell's books on leadership and teamwork. The 17 law. If y'all I know y'all are big on teamwork. The 17 undisputed laws of teamwork by John C. Maxwell is phenomenal.
Maxwell, he's really good.
He's so good. I mean, he's like the OG of
17 undisputed laws
of yes, sir, of the teamwork. That one's really good. We also from a culture. The Advantage by Patrick Lencioni is very good for culture, like extremely good.
What is it?
The Advantage.
I haven't.
By Patrick Lencioni.
The Advantage.
The Advantage. You would really like that one. Really like that one. Ego is the Enemy is really good. one of my favorite books is Shoe Dog, the Nike story.
Well, big dogs.
Yeah, right. Yeah, hopefully one day. It'll
Shoe
be the big
Dog?
one. Shoe Dog.
And what is it about?
It's the Nike story.
Oh,
so
the
Phil
Nike.
Knight's book.
I bought it. I never read it.
Oh man, you would love it. You'd love it. Definitely read it. Definitely read it. You would like that a lot. So yeah. I'm a big book guy, so I definitely.
How did you end up with the Miami Heat with the beverage?
So I trained professional athletes for years, and NBA guys. A lot of NBA guys. Some of my biggest clients were NBA. So some of my NBA clients were Joe Johnson, Mario Chalmers. And so I was training some of them while they were playing for the Heat. And then because I had so many gyms, a lot of the Heat staff, like over 20 people from the Heat staff went to my gyms. And so when I decided to do the water and I decided to disrupt the premium water space, to your point earlier, like most people are like, I drink Fiji, I drink Aquapana, I drink Evian. Like, they're not willing to change their mind, like especially for just a no-name brand. Like, who is this? And so I had to do something that put me in the eyes of premium. So in my eyes, in Miami, who's the most premium sports team there is? It's the Miami Heat. I mean, you're selling $15,000 floor seats, right? So to me, they're the fifth most. I mean, not to me. This is true. They're the fifth most Googled sports team in the world. Actually, ironically, Inter Miami is now number one because of Messi. But Miami Heat is just, it. When you see our logo next to the Miami Heat, and you see us in the arena, and that we're the official premium water of the Miami Heat.
Oh, that's fantastic.
What that does is that puts a flag in the ground to everybody to say we're legit, like we're the real deal. But how I got it was I just simply asked them, would it be possible for us to be the official premium water of the Miami Heat? And they were like, well, we'll listen. I don't really see y'all replacing Fiji, but we'll listen. So I got my foot in the door, right? And so the first meeting, I just had a poster board. I didn't even have a water. I just had a poster board. And I pitched them on the idea of it. And they just loved it. They loved No Days Off because Miami Heat culture, their culture, and No Days Off are very synonymous. So they were like, look, keep doing it. Get us a product, and then we'll go from there. So then I got the product. They tried the product, and they had the same response as you. They were like, this is unbelievable. Then we had to get approved by Levy, the concessionaire. And so then they third-party tested us. They put us around the arena, and then they gave the thumbs up, and then we signed a 5-year deal. So, yeah.
Well,
cool.
You know that we sell to Miami. The Miami Heat gets Carrot Express for the players.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So
okay.
we prepare, but in the future, I would like to get more involved with Miami Heat.
Okay.
So,
I can put you. I'll put you in touch. Let's get your number after this, and I'll put you in touch with the partnership people. So.
And also, I would love to grow with your brand in our brand.
Oh, definitely, man. Like
restaurant.
I absolutely. I mean, I truly believe y'all are one of the best, like the best. I mean, it's like it goes back to what I said earlier. Like there is so few places that are consistent. And there's nothing worse when you find something you love and then you order it and it's not what you had the last time. And that's what y'all nail. And more than anything, to me, that's what y'all nail. You nail consistency. And that I love that these guys will tell you, I mean, I'm all about consistency. I think consistency is really everything in life. Like if you're not consistent, you'll never be successful. So yeah.
Yeah, consistency
it's just the key.
It's key.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Absolutely.
sir. But I would absolutely be humbled and honored to be like y'all's water because I can tell you we buy y'all stuff all the time. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you, AB.
No, thank you.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.